Hi students, and we're going to take a look at how to solve rational equations. Rational equation is simply any equation that has what we call a rational expression in it, where we have one unknown over another, or anything that it's involving one entire side being a fraction or a rational value. So let's take a look here. Right now, this equation is solved for a. What we want to do is we want to go through and we want to solve this for both b and c. So let's first solve for b. Well, what's being done to b? Well, b is being divided by c. So we're going to undo that. We're going to multiply both sides of our equation by c. So what is this going to give us? We're going to get c times a is equal to b. So we were looking for what b is. Now we have it. So that's done. Now, what we want to do is let's solve for c. So again, we ask what's being done to c. Well, c is being multiplied by a, so we're going to divide both sides by a, and let's see what this gives us. We're going to have c is equal to b over a. So let's do a bit of a recap. We've got a is b over c. B is a times c, or c times a. Remember, the order of multiplication doesn't matter. And c is equal to b over a. So the ones that I want you to pay close attention to here is this guy and this guy. So notice about what's really different here. So here we've got a is b over c, c is b over a. So b is really staying fixed here. And what this shows us is that there's a shortcut that we can implement. So this shortcut allows us to solve for the denominator in a rational expression. So let's take a look at kind of an ugly question that we can quickly solve using this. So let's just change the color of the pen here. So let's say I gave you something to look like this, that the sine of 33 degrees was equal to 17 over our unknown hypotenuse here. Just remember that sine is always opposite over hypotenuse. Well, how could you solve for x? Well, you could go through the algebraic process to solve for x. It's 2 or 3 steps. But what we can do is we can use the knowledge that from rational expressions, if you need to solve for a denominator, you can swap it with everything that's on the other side of the equation. So the idea is everything on the other side of the equation, or the equal sign, you swap it with the x. So these two things are going to entirely switch places here. So what's this going to look like? Well, we're going to get x is equal to 17 over, and then we're going to take everything on the left-hand side. So this is the sine of 33 degrees. And here we can approximate this. So grabbing our calculator, we get 17 divided by the sine of 33, and accurate to one decimal place, we get 31.2. So the nice thing here is, remember that as long as you're dealing with algebra, you can always check your answers here. So let's check to see if this is indeed true. So we have 17 over approximately 31.2. So 17 divided by 31.2. This is 0.54487 and goes off. So now let's see what the sine of 33 is. So the sine of 33, 0.5446 dot dot dot. So these two are very good approximations of each other. And again, remember, because we're using approximations, we're not going to have strict equalities. Rather, we're looking to have answers that are extremely similar or extremely close to one another.